What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Sun and Pop's Culture. I'm Sun,
And I'm Pops.
and this is episode 67.
67. Hmm. Lucky number 11. All right. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, who
So
are we? Lucky number
yeah,
11,
nothing number
67.
67.
67.
Yeah. Who we are here at Son of Pop Culture is man, you threw me off, but we uh here at Son of Pop Culture, we bring you our take on movies, music, comic books, TV shows, video games, literature, sports, and a little to a large slice of life. Sometimes it's the whole pie. East meets West, young meets old, X meets Z, son meets Pops, baby.
That's us.
Where can the people find us at, bud?
You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Sun and Pop's Culture. There we post highlights of the show so you can put a face to the voices.
Amen. And like I said, just the disclaimer, if you do watch our video clips, please don't stare too much. It's like looking into the sun. The radiance of our faces might blind you. You've been
There
warned.
is there is a warning label
Yeah, there is a
on
word.
the feed.
Oh,
But
and go ahead, bud.
I was gonna say if you ever want us to talk about a certain subject or just want to say hi, shoot us a DM and we'll get back to you.
Yes, indeedy. We look forward to hearing from our listeners. It leads to who knows what, whole other branches of conversation.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, um, I guess I don't know if it's a retraction or a redaction or just oh my bad, but this isn't me. I think this was on you. To
Me.
our listeners, Letterboxd is not an official sponsor of Sun and Pop's Culture. Last week when we were like our sponsor,
Oh
Letterboxd,
yeah.
yeah, we
I thought we knew that. I thought that was a joke established.
well we never said just kidding,
Oh.
and apparently we should have. So
Mm.
so yeah, I got a message was like, oh, you're official, you got a sponsor, and I was like, oh no,
Oh,
no,
snap.
that was a joke. So yeah, people, officially unofficially, Letterbox is not our
Yeah, not
sponsor, but we
not yet.
not yet, but we do use it, and we recommend you
Hmm.
use it too. Yeah, because it's a good way to learn about to rate films that you watch, to share them with your friends, and find other cool stuff to watch. I'll get into that later because I just watched something this week. I was like, wow. But anyways, so yeah, that was I wanted to say that before we went any further. But I guess now we'll start where
My
we always
bad.
start. Yeah, right. Well, I'll start where we always start with this week's drink. This week's drink started off as a 20-year-old, 1 year old's quest to find his favorite drink, and has since evolved or devolved into us drinking whatever we want because no matter what, we gonna
We
drink.
gonna drink.
So, what do you got for the people this week, bud?
Today, I'll admit I'm kind of lame. I'm just drinking a cup of coffee.
Nice, very
Classic
nice.
cup of Joe.
Yeah, cup of Joe. What do you? How do you take your coffee, bud?
I just do, some Folger Folgers, you
Oh,
know,
little instant
couple
joint.
scoop. Yeah, a couple. No,
Yeah,
no, a couple scoops, and then
yeah.
well, yeah, I guess instant, and then I have right now. I have vanilla bean creamer.
Mm.
I just got it.
Oh, look at you! Look at you!
Yeah, and then one
Yeah.
thing of sugar.
Get that from your mama for real. She's all about
Yeah,
those cream flavors.
yeah, it
Yeah,
helps. It makes a big difference. But
yes, it does.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I do it. Like it depends on the day how many scoops I do.
yeah. I So wait, this is you're saying Folgers?
Yeah.
is that instant like
No,
powder or that's
It's the
oh you're oh
grinds.
so
Is
you're
that
brewing it
considered
you're
instant?
no you're brewing a cup of
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
brewing it myself.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering. That's cool. Well, I have oldie but goodie, a Manhattan in my
Classic.
Sun and Pops culture. This week's drinks glass brought to me by Simony Cricket. Shout out to Sim.
Thank you, Sim.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
cheers.
I needed to wet my whistle after that coughing spree I just had.
Your face was pretty rough in that.
Oh, hey, let me talk to the people for a second. So yeah, last week, you know, I apologized for the cough I had, the strange
Mm-hmm.
cough I had. The cough I had, I just couldn't shake this cough. It's just, been sticking around for a couple of days. Well, guess what, everyone? 3 hours later, that cough turned into the flu. And I was laid up for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, the day after New Year's Day. It was amazing. I have never actually experienced the actual flu. Like you're like, oh, I got the flu. But what's funny is your Aunt Sarah told me years ago, like she got the flu and thought she was going to die and went to the doctors and they're like, oh yeah, you have the flu. And they said to her, a lot of times people say, oh, I have the flu. They don't. They just have like a really bad cold, with some
Mm,
symptoms. But when you get the flu, you know it. And believe me, I knew it. Your mom went to the doctors. She came home and said influenza A. I said, oh, hell to the yeah. We got the flu. I slept like 30 hours, but it was crazy. It was crazy.
yeah.
I told you I lost 10 pounds of water weight. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I was going to say 15, but I gained back 5 of it, so it ended up being 10. I am seriously, I'm 10 down.
Yeah.
I'm down 10 pounds from New Year's morning.
Wow.
But truthfully, at my lowest with the flu, I was down 15. Yeah, it was crazy. So even without the rehydrating, I'm still down 10 pounds from like
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. But yeah. So this coffee here today, people, is the remnants of the flu that was starting when we last recorded. And what I had it, you had it. You got it
I
the
don't
day
know
you got
what
back
I
from
had.
the day you got back from
I know I
California.
felt awful.
It's
I
terrible.
was on the plane. I was like, am I just, I was like, I know I'm hungover. I
Yeah,
think I'm getting sick. And the
that's isn't
next
that the worst?
day, yeah, and I'm on a
Yeah,
plane. And I'm like, this is
yeah,
awful. The next day, I was like, yeah, I'm sick. And then by the end of that day, I was like, this is awful.
yeah.
I feel terrible. And I'm at work.
You're at work.
I'm like,
Yeah,
this is awful.
you had
And
just
then
burnt.
I got medicine. I got some ginger shots. I
Mm,
got Tylenol, vitamin C. I took it all. The next
yeah,
day I felt a
that's
lot better.
that's like one of my moves. I'm just gonna do everything.
I
Everything.
did.
Yeah, it's gotta work. It's gotta work.
I
Yeah,
did. It was, I don't know, it was some
yeah,
Spider-Man spider bit me. Because that
yeah,
next day I was like, I feel a lot better. And
yeah.
then by Friday, I was like, oh, I'm good.
Good. Yeah. Hey,
So,
who put you onto the ginger shots? Like your mom told me, and
oh, I
and
just knew,
my I was like, oh, ginger shots.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. I could
There's,
see why that would work. I could totally
yeah.
see why that would work. Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing, because the brand I bought, I forget the brand name, but it says immunity shot on it.
yeah, yeah. You were
So
like, I need that. You were like,
yeah,
I need that. Yeah, yeah.
it's rough going down.
Mm.
It's ginger, but you do feel better. I guess
But
it's good for nauseous stomachs too, like
oh yeah,
nausea.
ginger
Yeah,
settles your stomach. But if you can you swallow pills yet, or is that still a thing with you?
I tried for it's hit or miss. Like
Yeah,
Tylenol, yeah, but when it's
yeah.
like fish oil, no.
People, you have to understand raising my son. When he would get prescribed a pill, it turned into like it wasn't even a battle. It was just like you being like, I can't do it.
I
You
can't.
would just be like, I'm
My
gonna try, and it's not gonna work. And I'd watch you drink a whole glass of water, and
mm-hmm.
that pill would still be in your mouth. I'm like, how?
It's still
How?
like that.
Yeah,
My
you'd be like,
brain just like doesn't let my
yeah.
tongue let it slide
It was
through.
so crazy. Your head be back. I'm like, oh, it's got
Mm-hmm.
to go down. It has to. He just drank a whole glass of water. You open your mouth. I'm like, how? Like,
Yes, I
how? Yeah,
my tongue literally just keeps like going back. I'm like,
yeah. Like no.
yeah.
Let the pill slide. Oh, it's
So now it's
crazy.
50-50. It depends on the
Mm.
size of it.
Oh, but oh,
What?
we're gonna get into a slice of life real quick, people.
We've been on a slice of life.
Got some issues I need to address with you, son, real quick.
Okay.
So many moons ago, some information just came to me yesterday. Many moons ago, your sister fell off the top bunk at your cousin's house. and she did it. Well, she broke her collarbone. You remember
Yeah,
this?
I do. I remember seeing it.
This day lives in infamy. And your mother would always say, "I told her not to go up there. I told her not to go up there." And I'm like, "Yep." In classic Deja form, she went up there anyways. So last night we were just talking about it and how clumsy she used to be and how she used to always get broke. And I said, "Deja, you fall off your cousin's bunk bed. How do you fall off the top bunk?" And then your mother says, "You weren't supposed to go up there anyways, Deja." And then you know what Deja said? "I followed Julius up there." And I said, "What did you say?" And she said, "Yeah, Julius went up there first. So I just followed him." And I said, "You followed your brother to the top bunk?" And I said, "Huh, he has failed to mention that for the last 20 years."
How is that my fault? She followed me.
She followed you. So I'm just saying, if she ain't allowed on the top bunk, I'm sure you weren't allowed on the top bunk. What? Why
I
are you so shocked?
I
What?
was 8,
You were hey,
9.
hey, this is your mother. You think she'd be like Julius? Yes,
She
Deja,
definitely
no.
did not tell me no.
Oh my gosh. All I know is that I feel like you omitted some information for a long time. I mean, you're too old to ground you now,
Mm.
but damn. I was like, he what? She was like, "Yeah, Dad." I said, "Your brother was on the top bunk too?" She was like, "Yeah, this was last night." I was like, "That little motherfucker." I was like,
No,
I said,
I was
"No, but
definitely allowed. You know where she messed up at?
oh, where'd she mess up?
Because she jumped off because we were jumping
Because just for
off.
jumping off. That's what she said. So she didn't even fall. She didn't even fall. 15 years later, she didn't even fall. She was following you, jumping off the bunk bed
'Cause,
like Snooker. So like,
mhm. Well, we were able to land, and cousin Ruben, who was her age, was the one that was like, "Yeah, I just jump off." So we
but
proceeded to follow him.
oh my gosh, this whole thing just smells like a cover up, bud. That's what it
No,
smells like. It just smells like
no,
Deja fell. And everybody was like, "Well,
we
Deja
never
fall."
said she.
Everybody was
I
like, "Deja fall."
remember seeing her. I was on the top, and she tried jumping off, and boom. And I was like, that's exactly what happened.
Oh my god, stop. Because I know she just landed. Oh my god.
She did.
Oh my
I was
god.
on the top
Oh my
and
gosh.
just watched it from a bird's eye view.
Oh my gosh. I can see it now. That's what's so bad. Oh,
I don't even know how
oh.
she landed, like how she
That's what I
didn't
mean.
land.
How did she not land? Like to
Yeah.
break her collarbone, she
Yeah,
basically
just
must have dove head first. It
yeah.
hit the ground first, like with her
Yeah.
upper body instead of with her feet.
Mm.
Oh, Deja. I don't know. I still partially blame you, bud. Sorry, I don't know.
I was 8, 9 years old. Maybe
You're
even
probably
older. I might have
no,
been 10.
you were like 8. You were like 8. Your
I,
sister stopped getting truly broke at like 5. So you were like 8.
I think I was older.
Either way, you let us believe for 15 years that she fell off the top bunk. I mean, seriously, you just were like, they ain't asked me. So
Well,
I ain't.
how it would have changed the fact she
It would have
broke it.
changed things. It would have changed things.
I would have got in trouble for
Yeah,
her
exactly.
jumping,
This
something
would have
I
been.
had no
I would have.
control.
I would have been like, buddy, seriously. And then I don't know. You just would have both had to hear something from me.
Yeah, and I would have been like, he jumped, and you'd be like, "Yup, yup, yup," and I would have
But
got
hey,
yelled at for
I would.
something
Yeah. So
she
you were
would have
like,
did it,
yeah,
even if I said don't do that.
bud. I would have dealt with it differently because your sister falling is just your sister falling. Your sister jumping is your sister jumping. And it'd have been like, what I'm talking about. You know
I
what I'm talking
know.
about.
Well, either way, I she wasn't supposed to be up there.
And you weren't either.
Yes, I
So,
was. I was a grown kid.
okay. You were like 8, bud. You were like 8 at
I
the
think I
most.
was 10.
Okay. So your mom said no, and you were like, she ain't talking to
And it's a
me.
bunk bed.
Your
It's a
mom said
I'm
no,
like
and
and
you
I was
said
like,
she
this
ain't
is a
talking to me.
bunk bed. I am not a little kid. I can
Oh,
handle a bunk bed.
so you just made a choice. You're like, I don't care what mom says.
Mm,
I'm gonna do me. This is Ruben. Ruben's up here. I'm up here too.
yeah.
And then Deja was like, me too. And just for like, here we go. Boom. Oh man. So yeah, but that's up there with 911 at the mall, fire extinguisher
Mm.
at Old Navy.
You want to get into some news now, though?
Yeah, let's get into some news, but that's it for our slice of life, people. My son, you still don't understand. One day I'll tell you it all. But all right. What's up? What's the news? Cat Williams?
We're you want to get into that now?
Nah, we don't have to because my chest hurts. My chest hurts from laughing.
Okay, some superhero movie news.
Oh,
Not
okay.
even really news, but did you know anyone that's seen Aquaman 2?
No, not
Because we
one
did
person.
not mention that last
No,
episode.
no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do
So,
you?
no, but that
Hmm.
came out.
Yeah, it happened.
It did. I
Any
just
reviews?
I no, I haven't watched a single one.
So, is the superhero era of movies coming to an end now that we're staring? Is it because of the superhero movie, or is it because that they're once again making good movies that aren't superhero movies?
I think it's a mix of the latter plus we're not just gonna accept anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the because that brings me to my next point. The Marvels ends its theatrical run as the lowest grossing MCU movie, 205 million worldwide
Worldwide.
on a budget of 220.
Wow, that's insane.
And so what I was gonna say was all the lowest grossing superhero movies that we've been getting, they're not that good.
They're
So
not that
it's like,
good. Well, that's the
yeah,
thing. Yeah, it's not like they gave us a good one and nobody went to see it.
yeah.
No matter what your Uncle Chet says about Blue Beetle, it's like this is just like it's not going to happen. It hasn't happened. You
Yeah,
know.
like the only one that was like good that bombed was the Suicide Squad, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that was a COVID film too.
And
That
it
was a COVID
was.
release. Yeah, so I mean, they took a huge chance just releasing that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because it was literally
They
in
could
the
have
heart.
waited like 6 more months and
Yeah, yeah. They didn't have to. They could have waited.
yeah. And people
Yeah,
were confused because it was the Suicide Squad and they're like, I thought we just got this one.
yeah. I don't understand how people get confused by stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we are like, it's just a sequel with a
Mm-hmm.
different
They
title.
should have just called it Suicide Squad 2. Like
I
they
mean,
that would have cleared so much
since
up.
apparently people get confused over real basic shit. So yeah, you're
Mm-hmm.
probably right. That's why they're afraid to recast people. They're like, I don't know, they might not know it's Tony Stark because
Yeah.
it's not Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's a movie, so these are
Yeah.
actors. They change James Bond every 10 years, and nobody seems to
Nobody,
blink.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
it's like
oh,
everybody's like,
new
oh,
James
okay,
Bond.
new James Bond. That's cool.
They're
New
like,
Tony, new Tony
the
Stark. No, wait,
suicide.
wait, no, RDJ is Tony Stark. He is Tony Stark,
He is
though.
Iron Man.
I mean, he said, "I am Iron Man." That was just him. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
that was on People's Magazine.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was on Good
Like,
Morning America.
Mary. Oh my gosh. Yeah, people were so. Oh, well,
Yeah, but like, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, I think the genre is dying, but like you said, we have other blockbusters that are worth seeing over the mediocre superhero
Yeah.
movie.
Yes. Very
'Cause,
true. Very true.
you know, things are expensive now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna spend your $15 on a movie ticket on?
On a ticket, just on a ticket.
On just on the ticket.
Because I got to get me an
So
icy. Yeah.
you gotta
Mm-hmm.
get, you're gonna want popcorn, you're gonna want snacks.
Yeah. No doubt.
So
Yeah.
now you're looking at $30, and
Oh
sometimes
yeah.
you might have to pay for parking depending on where you're at.
Oh
So
yeah. That's some problems I don't have out
like
here.
me, like
Yeah.
if it's that's another thing I noticed. The cover fee, I go to an AMC, it's 2 hours, right? It's free parking.
Mm.
Or no, 3 hours. I'm like, oh, these movies are 2.5 hours plus your
Mm.
trailers. Now it's
Mm.
3 hours plus.
Yeah.
Now I'm paying $5, $10 for parking.
Oh, so you're getting.
I think there's like a
Yeah.
conspiracy.
So they're getting you just at the. Oh wow.
That's what I
The,
personally think.
wow. I
Like
see what
that's
you're
why we
saying.
have so many even commercials before.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But I will say, like if you are an avid moviegoer, I'm guessing you already know this, like the AMC Plus thing, it's like $25 and you can see like 3 movies a week or something. It's like,
Oh, for real?
yeah, or maybe it's not a week. You get so many a month. So if you're going once a week, you're getting your money's worth.
Oh hell, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I should look into that. I'd
It's
go to the
yeah.
movies way
I
more.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just it's like AMC Plus members.
that'd be
It's
my
definitely
Saturday.
worth it. Mm-hmm.
I get to watch all those bad movies we talk about all the time.
You could, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what we honestly should do.
Yeah.
Then write it off our taxes
Yeah, I know. Well, get that
for our
Patreon go.
business.
Get that Patreon going.
Yeah.
Start selling some merch.
Mm.
What's
You
good,
could,
everybody?
yeah,
That'd be the
2024.
that'd be the first T-shirt. What's good,
What's
everybody?
good, everybody?
Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll
We're just talking business now
I was just talking about it.
on
You let us know
air. Yeah.
let us know what you think, people. Are you interested in
Mm-hmm.
some merch? You know, a little bit of merch, rep for the family, rep for the culture. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we should do away jerseys and home jerseys, but we'll talk about that later.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm
I
saying?
get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
See,
right. All
all right,
right.
all right, all right. Yeah, but
But
anyways, yeah,
did you have anything else about the superhero
about
thing?
no, I mean, nah, I don't. I mean, I could segue into just that. You saw that they announced a female Star Wars movies coming out in 2026 or
I did not
2025.
see that. No.
Yeah, I saw something on Instagram and they're saying it's the most woke female director out there is going to direct this.
Who's that?
I forget her name, and they're saying I'll look it up here in a second. And they're saying, and she's saying it's time that the Force had more of a feminine. I was like, are we seriously doing this? Not I'm against it, people, but all the forced I don't even know forced. I don't even know what to call it. It just hasn't been working out. That's what I'm saying. Just
Yes,
like
because I was like, they're just doing this even after they gave us the sequels.
yeah, like can we just more organically like I remember people loving Princess Leia, and it wasn't because there was an agenda to make them love her. She was just a strong
Mm-hmm.
female, she's a strong female character, you know, and it worked. You don't have to like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, who's writing Wonder Woman right now? My man Tom King.
Oh
So
yeah,
so you know what one of the dopest books out
the
is right
actual
now?
comics. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking Tom Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's dope right now, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Yeah, just do it. The key is you just treat him like another person,
yeah,
like how you would write another character, and that's not just for the gender. That's like for race and stuff too.
yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of being like message
Message,
right at the
message.
people,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Remember, what
treat
was
them
that?
like everyone else.
Well, it was a couple of years ago when they started doing the whole like, now they have to if you're white, you can't be a voice actor for an ethnic character. What?
Yeah.
Like what? Like they're like, I'm like it's acting for A. Like I'm like it's acting for
Mm-hmm.
B. It's just I don't know.
I
it's
mean, for
just weird.
that, I get like taking jobs away, like
I get
audition
that.
the person. Um, and it's and if they're just talking regular, yeah, that's totally fine. But if they're doing like an accent,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah, don't do that. But if
It's
they're just talking like a regular person,
that's a slippery slope though too.
it
Like
is, it is.
the biracial girl on Big Mouth was
Yeah.
voiced by a Jewish actress. We talked about this, and then all of a sudden they replaced her with the girl from The Bear, who was actually a writer on Big Mouth. You know, and
Mm,
and I was like, well, okay, that's cool, but it was kind of unnecessary. They were both solid. They were both doing what they had to do, and it wasn't like they were playing a stereotype. They were
yeah.
just so because what's funny about that character is that character actually is half Jewish. Now that I think about it, the character she was playing was half
Yeah.
Jewish. So
Yeah.
they replaced the Jewish voice actors with the black voice actors because that seemed more appropriate. I'm like, okay,
So now
well,
you could be like, well, the black voice actress isn't Jewish.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, it's craziness. It's all craziness. But I get it. But everything they just go too far with everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they lose sight of like what I think they're actually were trying to accomplish.
Trying to be about, yeah.
Yeah, like it's okay. Like
You're
it's
right.
okay. But anyways, I watched kind of I don't want to say speaking of, but like representation. Last night I watched Crazy Rich Asians with your sister.
Oh, what do you think?
I fucking loved that movie.
Really? I
Like,
haven't seen it.
look, I've seen it pop up a zillion times. I know it got
Yeah.
all kind of critical acclaim. She's like, she first pressed play. I was like, what is this? She's like, Crazy Rich Asians. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, Carlene loves this. She said it's like one of her favorite movies. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm like, all right, I'll watch it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, yeah, so good. And guess who's in it?
Is
Aquafina.
oh, really?
Aquafina's in it. And I said, look at
She's
Aquafina.
in
Look,
everything.
I was
That's
at
crazy.
we had a podcast that said
He
Aquafina's in
did.
it.
He
But
did.
she was cute as hell with her little blonde hair. I was like, look at Aquafina before she blew up. Like she was cute, had short
Yeah.
hair. She was Aquafina. I was like, okay, but it was good, bud. Hell of a love
What about
story.
it?
It's well written, well acted. There were some moments. There were made me cry twice. You know what I mean?
What?
Oh yeah, Deja was like, "Are you crying?" And I looked at her like, "You know, I'm fucking crying, Deja. It's what I do." But
Like
but
Crazy Rich Asians.
yeah. Well, there was just I mean, obviously there's a wedding in the movie, and the wedding there was this part in the wedding that was just like I ain't gonna lie, but okay, it immediately took me back to when I married your mother, and
Mm-hmm.
um and I just told your sister, I said before your mother came into the actual like church, I saw her through the doors come up the steps and go by the window before she walked in. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like so imagine like I caught a glimpse of her. It was like I caught a glimpse right before she came in. So then when she came through the door, she literally like took my breath away. Like your uncle Jason makes fun of me because he's like, you covered your mouth because I went, that's what I did. That's what I did. And then I immediately started crying. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. And I did not know I was going to react like that. I really didn't. I thought I was going to be
Mm.
fine. As I was fine leading up to it. Like
Yeah.
I was listening to Kanye West on the way up there, like Jesus Walks, getting pumped, like you know.
Mm.
And
Classic dude stuff.
yeah, so I never thought in a million years that when I saw your mother that I would fall to pieces like that. So
Yeah.
I'm watching the movie and all the girl did was just step. She I swear, but she just steps. She takes a step, and I just like, and I don't know, just kind of like hit me. I was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and I was just like, yeah. So yeah, it was and it's real shot. There's some things happening between the two leads while the wedding is happening,
Yeah.
and it just works. It all works. And I was like, yeah, this movie's good. So I went on Letterbox afterwards and gave it 4 stars and a like, which is
Nice.
the equivalent of 4.5 stars, people, just so you know. But around here. But I highly recommend it to your mother. I told her as soon as she got home she needs to watch it. I know she'll love it. I know
Mm-hmm.
because then there's the end. The end was just like looking back. I'm like, oh, I saw that coming, but I didn't. I was caught up in all the other stuff. So when the end happened, I was like, oh, me and your sister brother went, oh, like it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
People
Crazy
I
Rich.
know that like it, they love it.
Well, I told your
It's their
sister,
jam.
I said, if I was single, that'd be on my for show. Like you trying to watch a movie,
Mm.
that'd be on my list. That'd be one of my big guns. I'd be pulling that out with like Jerry Maguire. I don't know, like one of them that's going to put you in your feels, but you don't know it at first till you're
Yeah.
halfway. Yeah, that movie was good. So yeah, I recommend it, bud. I highly recommend it. But yeah,
I've been meaning to watch it, so
but one of the things I said to your sister was your sister said, oh, they call everybody auntie and uncle. I said, yeah, I
yeah.
noticed that. I said, you know what? That's kind of like become a thing with the culture lately too. I've noticed like black folk are saying auntie, but they're saying it like we've always said it. And I'm like, no, that's not something we do. Like that's not something I've ever done. It's called my
Mm-hmm.
aunt's auntie. Like I mean, yeah, I have Aunt Rose, Aunt Roz, but I'd never be like, hi, auntie. That was never me. But now that's like a thing that I see at family functions where people will say that. And I'm like, so did we steal that from Crazy Rich Asians? You think? Did we steal that? I mean,
I don't know.
great artists steal,
What came
So
first, the chicken or the egg?
I think the culture might have stole from Crazy Rich Asians, but
I
I
don't
really,
think the culture's watching Crazy Rich Asians.
I mean, hey, what permeated the culture somehow had to come from somewhere. Aquafina, maybe it was Aquafina brought
She's
it to
the
the culture.
bridge
She's the bridge. Aquafina's the bridge.
between between the cultures. That's why she's in everything. They're like she's bringing in both demographics.
I know somehow with her black scent, they got her
I know
cancer
it, yeah.
almost got. I never even heard her do it. I really don't care. I'm like,
Yeah,
if it's funny, it's funny. I don't know.
I don't
Mm.
know.
I ain't that serious to me. Really ain't. I mean,
Me neither.
I know we got a few listeners, um, but I mean, think about the dude Deja had me on the phone with the other day. That was coming.
You're
Oh,
really talking about this?
yeah. I mean, he had more swag than I did. I said, wow, this kid.
Yeah, I
But I
thought
mean,
that too. I
yeah,
was
I
like,
said, oh, I said he's all in.
interesting.
I said he is committed. He is. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, big man. I can't even do it. I was like, this dude's
yeah,
amazing. I was like, he's amazing. But hey, that's
yeah,
just
I
him. That's
thought that
him.
too.
If that's him, that's him. It's all right.
Yeah,
Like, I see you, dog. It's like, okay, just whatever. But yeah. So, anyways, what other news we got, bud? What other news we got?
I have two pieces of MCU related news.
Okay.
If you still care about that stuff.
Yeah, there's something I had to say. So go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Steven Yeun,
Yeah.
um, you know, he was casted as Sentry. We knew that.
He was Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he was Glenn, but he was casted as Sentry for the
Yeah, well, people
MCU.
don't always know who that is
Oh,
just by
oh,
by
oh,
his name.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah, he was Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he was in
Um,
Beef.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
big thing now.
Yeah.
I guess he dropped out of playing Sentry in the Thunderbolts
Really?
due to like scheduling conflicts.
Due
So,
to
I, scheduling conflicts. So I guess Sentry's not gonna be in it in
wait,
Thunderbolts.
so Sentry's not going to be in it, or he's just not going to be Sentry?
I don't know. It just said he dropped out of playing Sentry in Thunderbolts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think
And what were you gonna say?
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That just reminded me of another piece of MCU news that I forgot to bring up. You know the newest Captain America movie? I
Yeah.
forget what was it called again? Captain America
Um
New Order or something?
New World Order. Yeah.
Yeah. You know that had a test screening like last month and
Really?
had such bad reception that it's doing months of reshoots. It
Really?
was supposed to come out this summer,
Yeah.
and it's obviously not because they're doing months of reshoots and rewrites because of this reception.
Wait, I think I heard this. And they tried to be like, well, reshoots are common, but it's having a lot
It's
of
months of it. It was like something crazy. Yeah, it wasn't like a common thing.
huh. Well, who directed that?
I don't know, but that definitely made me be like, first, it made me first of all be like, I didn't think they should have had a movie to begin with, but
Well,
like,
I
it really
mean,
didn't have shouldn't have a movie.
I just feel like I don't know, but I don't know what to say because I feel like having another Captain America movie was super risky with the Falcon being Captain America for so many reasons, for so many reasons, for so many reasons. And so I mean, not just the obvious one, but just also like
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know if Anthony Mackie can fill those shoes. Like people forget that the Falcon was the Avenger that they had Ant-Man beat up in his movie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
when he went
for real.
When Ant-Man had to go and sneak into Avengers and steal some
Yeah,
shit, the Avenger he fought was Falcon.
you're
And
right.
and he won. So
Mm-hmm.
they chose Falcon for that part for a reason.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they couldn't have him beat up one of the big dogs because he's Ant
Yeah,
Man, and they couldn't have him beat up Hawkeye because everybody beats up Hawkeye. So they were like, "We'll have him beat up Falcon," you know. And so now here we are, fast forward years later, and now Falcon's Captain America, and it's a cool beat story wise, but and then there's the fact that I think a certain demographic might not want to see Falcon as Captain America. I truly believe that.
you're right.
I really do. I mean, that's a real thing,
I know.
and
You've known this.
yeah, I don't know if Anthony Mackie has it in him anyways to be. I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'll go see it though. That's why
I
I was wanting.
will.
That's why I wanted to know who was directing it because I did like the series. Hold on. Thank you, babe. I did like the series that led up to him becoming Captain America. I hated his costume, but I liked everything that led up to it.
It had it had more potential. I didn't think it ended well. I
Well,
think the setup it had a lot of problems with it, to be honest with you, but uh the topical stuff was good, but not the delivery. I forgot they changed its name. It's not New World Order, it's Brave New World now. Remember it had
oh,
the
that's right.
bad
That's right.
backlash with the name?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
that's right.
Brave New World. So even from the start, it's been having issues. And the director, I kid you not, his name is Julius Una.
Oh wow.
He's a Nigerian American filmmaker. The only movie or the biggest movie he's done was the Cloverfield Paradox, which was
Okay.
the Netflix Cloverfield, which did not get good reviews.
Okay. Well, I guess we shall see.
I guess we shall see.
I
Good for him though for getting that job.
hey, you figure they gave Coogler Black Panther after Fruitville Station, bud.
And Creed. He had some heavily acclaimed stuff.
Okay.
Dad,
Okay.
out of I will admit they do give it to people that don't have the biggest resume,
Yeah,
but
they
he
do.
had a solid one.
He had two films.
Yes,
One
but
was
compared to
Fruitville
other
Station.
people,
One was Fruitville Station, which half our listeners went, huh? And then the other one was
yeah,
Creed. So
you're right.
just saying,
But both
just saying.
critically acclaimed.
They are. They
They
are.
give it to people with when you're literally like they gave they gave Captain America Winter Soldier to the directors of Community.
They did. They did. So this proves our point then. We
It
don't know what
does.
this
That's what I'm
guy's gonna
saying. That's
yeah.
what I'm just saying Ryan Coogler of all people isn't someone to be like they gave it to Ryan Coogler.
For me, it is. They gave fucking Black Panther to Ryan Coogler. Look, when the Black Panther trailer dropped, and my man Ryan hit me up, I was like, he was so geeked, and I was so happy that he was so geeked because I think I might have said to you that is the blackest superhero trailer I've ever seen in my life, and I and
It
I didn't
was, yeah.
and I did not know if the world was ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fast forward and you got kids in some suburbs walk around dressed as Black Panther. And I said, God damn, what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. So
But you
yeah,
but
but
you have that, but you also have people that don't want the new
yeah,
Captain
they don't want
America.
the new
So
cap. They're like, well, I mean, you can be Black Panther because
yeah. Cause you
Black Black
that's you.
Panther.
You
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, the cap,
That's us.
that's us. It's like, oh, is it though?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's we'll see. We'll see. We
You
shall see.
know, the time of this recording, so by the time this comes out, it will have already happened. But the 8th, Monday, January 8th,
Mm.
Jonathan Majors is having a Good Morning America interview. It's getting
What?
released.
What?
Like, when they do the
Yeah,
interviews,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, he's getting one. I saw a
yeah.
commercial for it. And there's a commercial he's like wiping a tear away. I'm like, I just want to be like, he's an actor. Let's
He's a
remember
yeah.
this.
Why do you always hate on my man like this, bud? He was running through the city like Forrest Gump.
I'm not
Damn.
hating. Dad, you told me he's crying. You told me
Hey,
Jonathan Majors
maybe I
is
might
shedding
cry.
one single tear.
He was doing the
He was
Denzel
he was
tear.
like he was like looking all tough still though,
Hey,
and
hey,
he's doing his normal. His lips are.
yeah,
How his face
yeah.
is and his lips are.
Fuck, he's so good though, but I don't
He
care. I'm
is.
watching that shit. I'm watching that shit then just to see. I'm like, damn, he's good. He's
Yeah,
like, you think he's happy? Hell yeah, exactly. And he's so fucking good.
he's so good.
He's so good. Look at him crying on command
Yeah.
on live TV. Damn, put that man back in the movie, please.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. You don't understand, but that dude would say like one line, and I'd be like, "Damn, he's good. Damn, he's good. Damn, he's good. He's so good."
He is good though.
Even in crazy ass Creed 3,
Yeah.
he's
He,
he's good in that. He's like, I guess he said, "What do you say after you got beat?" I guess you learned some new moves, and I said, "Oh, damn, damn, yeah."
Yeah.
Oh, well, I might have to check
Yeah,
that
check
out.
that out. Check that out,
Mm,
people.
man, man, Jonathan Majors. Definitely. So, Jonathan, how much cardio do you say you do in a day? Because you ran across the whole city for an hour. You'd be like, oh, he'd be like, well, I try to get about 3 miles a day at like a
Yeah.
3.5% incline.
Because you
Like,
never know
yeah,
when you'll need
you
it.
never know. You have to outrun some crazy white
Yeah.
woman chasing you through New York in
New
her
York
high
City.
heels. She didn't
Hmm.
even take him off. She didn't even take him
That's what's
off.
more
I
impressive.
was like, this chick, when
Like
she ran through the traffic, I said, oh my
y-
gosh.
she nearly did get hit.
Hey,
She
yeah,
nearly did.
hey, you know how many fucks she gave? Zero.
Hmm.
Zero. I was like, this woman is trying to get this man. She's such a victim. Oh
Hmm.
gosh, she's such a victim right now. Oh, anyways, moving on before I say too
You
much.
want
Go
to
ahead.
talk about Cat Williams now
I really don't know what to say except that Cat's talking crazy. And
on Shannon Sharp's
yes,
podcast?
of all places, to him
Yeah.
decide to pop off. Shannon
It
was
was
probably
like the
just like,
beginning of
you
the
know,
year.
yeah, Shannon was probably just like,
Well,
oh,
that's what
okay.
the next day on his other podcast, he like
Yeah.
talked about it. I just saw a snippet, but he said Cat came in the room just already going off.
Yeah.
And he thought to he was like, oh, so this is what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
was like 30, 40 minutes into the interview, he didn't ask a single question yet. It's just him talking.
Yeah. Cat just ranting.
Yeah. He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
ask any of his questions he had written down. Shannon Sharp.
Because they were all probably like, psh, no, just let that man
Yeah.
talk.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if I sat down with a celebrity and they started giving me tea, oh my God, like,
Oh, he was
oh,
giving it all
I'd
too.
be like, really? Like,
Yeah, but
I'd be like, hey, I'd be so paranoid that we weren't recording. I'd be checking my mic.
yeah.
I'd be like, wait, hey, hold up. Have my notepad out. Like,
Yeah,
is there any?
have your
Yeah,
voice memos
yeah,
on just in case.
yeah. I'd be like, we got to have this forever. I'd be texting people if something happens to me in the next
Yeah.
24 hours. This is where you're gonna find this file. Cat Williams just said that, all kind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
He
goodness.
yeah, he went off and everyone's saying he had his receipts because now I'm seeing the interview and what was
Talking
mentioning.
about, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah, he was. But
he
this is the
wasn't
thing.
lying.
This ain't the first time he's popped off. This is
Mm-hmm.
just the biggest platform he's had to do this because he's
Yeah.
been saying this stuff for a while. Like, even when he went off the rails a few years back, he said a lot of that was because I saw his stand up years ago when he was like, I was at a party, my first Hollywood party. I was like, he said he walked by the room and stopped and said, is that two men kissing? And then he said their names. Like, and I was like, wow,
Oh,
cat. Yeah. So he's been saying that wild stuff has been going on for a
yeah.
long time, and they what to each his own, to each his own. But
Mm-hmm.
the cat's not here for I mean, he said crazy stuff, you know.
He
But
did. I mean, Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey,
well,
uh, Cedric the Entertainer.
I
I
mean
don't
the
even
joke
know all the
the
people.
the joke stealing thing is always interesting because jokes can kind of just happen organically. You know what I'm saying? Some
Mm-hmm.
jokes. So when they start talking about people stealing jokes, that's a tough one. But he even has footage of him doing the joke and then said doing the joke.
Yeah. And there's
But
footage of like I saw one joke and it was from a sitcom.
yeah,
A
yeah,
straight like sitcom joke. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I forget what the show was.
Well, he even said the thing about Steve Harvey stealing Mr. Cooper, Mark Curry's whole thing. Like, you're just making Mark
Mm-hmm.
Curry's show just different. Instead
Yeah.
of being a gym teacher, you're a music teacher, like stuff like. And it was the truth. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
for that, I'm like, well, that's just Hollywood recycling everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, hey, this worked here, and there's that's a whole other conversation about even when Harvey had that show and Cedric had his show and the Wayans brothers had their show. All those shows were on like the WB. And there's like a historic thing where like when networks start off, they tend to go towards like minorities to
Mm.
grow their viewership. And then once they've grown it, they start exiting out a lot of those early shows. Like Jamie Foxx had a show on there,
Yeah.
like, and then once they became the WB, all those shows were gone, you know. But that's a whole other thing because Fox did the same thing.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
all
first.
do it.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I heard about it was with after Fox did it successfully. Then when like UPN and the WB, or it was called actually the CW before it was a
Yeah.
WB, like they did the same shit. You know, they go for young and they go for minorities. But
That
anyways,
makes sense. That's what you
yeah, where money's being spent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's interesting though.
But yeah, so Cat, we'll see. I mean, Cat got beat up by a 15-year-old. So
He did?
you never seen that video?
No. Who was the
Hey,
15?
when Cat Williams was off the rails, there's video of it. There's Cat Williams was off the rails. He went off the rails, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
a crazy spiral. He got arrested something like some ridiculous amount of times in like 3 months. He got arrested, like just doing all
What
kind of
year
crazy.
was this?
This was probably
Years? Yeah.
2015, 2016.
Okay.
But so there is a YouTube video of Cat Williams playing soccer with these kids in the projects. And the video starts off fine. Like, hey, look at Cat. Cat Williams is over here playing soccer with these kids. Like he just showed up, like hopped
Mm-hmm.
off the bus and just started playing soccer with these kids, just running around playing soccer. And they may have been playing football. I don't know, but they were playing outside. And everything's fine and dandy. And then like one of the kids, he's a bigger kid. He's like 15, but he's a bigger kid. Him and Cat get into like a war of words.
And Cat's
And
small.
Cat's very small.
Yeah.
He'd be a small kid, let alone a
Yeah.
small man. He's small.
Yeah.
So he's like talking to the kid, and the kid's like popping off him. Cat's basically whole thing is I'm a grown ass man. And the
Mm-hmm.
kid's just like, Cat, like that's true, but you're fucking 120 pounds wet and wearing boots, I'll fuck you up. And Cat's like basically like, you can't fuck me up. I'm a grown ass man. I'll knock your little young ass out, you know?
Mm.
And it kind of gets diffused and then it doesn't. And then Cat literally swings on this kid. Like, and hey, he pops him thinking I'm gonna hit him like a man and drop him, and he pops him, yeah, and then the kid fucks him up and
Mm.
chokes him out. Like get off me, get off me, like get off me. It's bad. It's like super embarrassing.
Like when I saw he was on the interview, I was like, yeah, he was huge. And then I
Yeah.
remember not hearing about him, and then it was like, oh, he's on Atlanta, and then nothing else after that.
But that was the thing. The Atlanta was like his big comeback. So yeah. So
Yeah,
him getting punched in the face was before Atlanta.
Atlanta.
So like yeah, it was before the Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah, because
alligator.
when he was on Atlanta, I was like, oh, that's so and so.
This Cat, yeah.
I was like, oh, he's looking a little old.
Yeah, because I mean, his implosion was crazy. But
Yeah.
there's videos about it, you know. But I mean, it's all he said. She said, we'll never really know, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
we'll never know. We're not
I always,
in those circles yet.
well, I mean, but so you live in California, you know, you're in LA,
Yeah.
you know what things cost on a daily basis. So I often wonder what these actors or entertainers do that like blew up briefly and then don't have any steady income
Yeah.
in for like what do you do? Like what do you're still there. How are you even living? Because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't cheap. Like, did you see the oldest son from Family Matters just got arrested
No.
for back child support? He owes like $28,000, something crazy. He does not have it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you even still
It's
in
still
college?
there.
Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing, bro? Like, you can't afford to live out there anymore. Like, give it
They're
up.
what they're doing is going on shows like this, and getting paid for it, and just talking about their time on it.
That's so crazy.
That's what
That's
I
so
I I
crazy.
bet that's what they do.
Yeah, because you figure before Cat did the Atlanta, and he won an Emmy for that, for like
Yeah, he did.
guest
Yeah.
appearance, which is
Mm-hmm.
insane. I mean, not insane, but it's like wow, you
Yeah.
know. But he wasn't working,
No.
you know. So it's
And he
like
didn't do anything after.
yeah, so
Worth
it's like,
noting.
yeah, I mean, no, he just started doing stand up again. Like
Yeah.
he's like on that Dave Chappelle, I'm gonna control my own fate shit. Like I'm just gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
If people want to come see me, they'll come see me, you know. But the idea, I think, of the Hollywood thing, he's not with that anymore because you got to sell your soul, I guess.
Yeah. That's what he was always
Yeah,
saying. Yeah.
you know. I mean, you hear
Mm-hmm.
Chris. I mean, what's her name? Her big ass Julius. What's his name? Everybody hates Chris. Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews.
He
Yeah.
said that Hollywood producer like grabbed his junk at a party when
Yeah.
he's standing there with his wife. The dude like grabbed it, and I'm like, I need to see the context of that to see
Mm-hmm.
how. I mean, I'd be offended, but I want to see like how offended I need to be. But I was like, because
I'd be
that's
like, look to your left, look to
like,
your
I'm
right.
like, did that dude just grab your
Yeah.
dick, bro? Like it'd be crazy. But he didn't know what to do because he was afraid for his career. But
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you better go buy a house in West End. First paycheck, safety net. They'd be like, why are you buying a house here? Be like, somebody might grab my junk at a party one day. I might have to punch him in
Mm-hmm.
the face,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll lose it all. But I can come back here and just be chilling with no mortgage. People back
That is
home will
true.
people back home will respect us. Like, damn, bro,
Yeah.
why you back? You be like, you know why I'm back? And then they'll be like, oh,
Not in the land of
yeah,
what's it called? Snakes and
yeah.
songbirds.
Snakes and songbirds. Is that a real thing?
I don't that's the book of the Hunger Games,
Snakes and
isn't it?
songbirds. It
Or
is. It
ballads
is.
of whatever
Yeah,
it is.
of snakes and songbirds. Man, that sounds like a book about Hollywood. That's crazy.
I
Maybe
mean,
it
that's the
is.
Hunger Games.
Maybe it's all.
Well,
Maybe it's a metaphor.
it is a
Yeah.
metaphor on
Ooh,
America.
and entertainment and ooh.
Yeah, it is. I mean, literally, the Hunger Games is. That's what she
Yeah,
based it on.
I know. So, maybe she went a little deeper there with that title. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. But yeah, so yeah,
Guess we'll get her on next
we'll get on her
episode.
next. We're like, so tell us about this snakes and
Suzanne
songbird.
Collins.
Yeah, she'll be like, yeah, that's definitely about Hollywood, baby.
Yeah.
Like we knew it. We
Ooh,
knew
it.
it. She'll be like, so when you gonna take me to get some Osos? I'm like, when do you want some? When you want some Osos, girl?
Good pizza.
Good pizza. She'll be like, I just need some good pizza. Oh,
We got
anyways,
square. We got
I know
round.
we got
You know.
whatever. Yeah, we got whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got that New York water though.
Now
That New
we have
York, that
the
may be the best.
muddy
Yeah.
Mon water.
And that Prince Street may have been the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
I was scared to say the same thing
Yeah, no, I mean,
because
yeah,
that is a chain. So
yeah, but there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of them. There's like three or four of them, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
know like that is like the place in New York, one of the places.
yeah, Prince Street Pizza.
Hmm.
Yeah, probably the best pizza I ever had in my life.
Yeah, it was
It was
good.
$8 a slice. I was
It is
like,
expensive.
$8 a
I was
slice.
like, that's, but to be fair, two slices and I'm full,
Yeah, we were done. Yeah, we were done. Yeah.
which I can't say that about a lot of pizza.
No, there's no pizza I can
I
say
don't
that
know what
about.
they put in
Yeah,
that,
I
but
don't know.
man, that's the
Mm-hmm.
kids would say that's bussing.
Is that bussing? Is that
That's
bussing?
bussing. That would be bussing.
Bussing. Man, I'm so far out the loop. Bussing.
That's an old one. That's an old phrase.
That's like Riz. I forgot what Riz even was short for, and Shane was like charisma, Matt. I said, oh, that's
Charisma.
right.
Yeah,
Riz,
charisma.
Riz, Riz. So this dude. Mm. So what else is going on, bud?
Only thing I have is some sports talk.
Oh, the champ is here. Did we let him know last week? The
We did or
champ is
not.
here. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, with the triumphant comeback, a 7-game winning streak, your champion, 2024, I guess.
2023 season.
2023, Julius Thomas. Let the people know.
I won.
Yes,
I
you did,
won.
bud. Yes, you did.
Yeah, like you said it, seven game winning streak. Plus the playoffs. I won.
I mean, here
On
we
my other
are.
league, I got third. But
Oh, you still put out
I
third?
still, yeah, in that league, I
Wow.
was 7-7 going into the playoffs. So
Damn.
how you
This is
like me
a
now?
how you like me now. This is your what second season? This is your second year playing fantasy, right?
Like my second, like legit, like I'm gonna look into it before the draft, all that stuff.
Hey, bud.
So yeah,
Congrats.
this was my most successful season. Now I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah,
to look for. Like I'm keeping up with stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, man, good job, bud. I'll never
thanks.
do it, but if I do, I will definitely consult with you. You'd
Thank
be like,
you. I
Dad, you can't.
appreciate it.
You'd be like, you can't even start that guy. He ain't on the team. I'm like, what? I'm like, I like his hat, his helmet though. It's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. So, what's your sports talk? What's your sports talk?
The only other sports talk I have is as of today, the Steelers made the playoffs
They made it. They made
thanks
it. The
to a
Jaguars.
Jaguars loss
Hell
against
to
the
the J.
Tex and against the Titans.
I was wondering, man, when we know they
Hmm.
made it. Those motherfuckers. And
Yeah.
TJ Watt's out
Bad
for
news
real.
is he's bad. He's hurt with a sprained MCL.
Well, I heard it's torn now. I heard it's
Oh,
torn. Yeah.
oh,
It said like 20 hours ago they were saying sprained, and it was like
yeah.
six hours ago they were saying torn.
Mm,
Possible multi-week injury.
dang.
I don't know. I could be
We back for
wrong.
the Super Bowl?
Where's Minka? Is Minka back?
I don't know.
We'll see. We made the playoffs. You know,
Hey,
that's all that
yeah,
matters.
you're right.
It's a new season now. That's how you look at it. You just get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't know? I had to call your uncle and he had to explain it to me. I said, bro, so as of yesterday, we've beaten the Ravens twice, right? They have 4 losses. 2 of them are to us.
To be fair, they sat all their like starters yesterday
Yeah,
because
but
they
we had
clinched
our
the playoffs.
yeah, I know, but I'm just
Okay, okay.
saying we'd already beaten them once this
Yeah,
year,
yeah, yeah.
and then we beat them again. So they have 4 losses. 2 of them are to us.
Mm-hmm.
I said we split with the fucking Browns, 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but if you look at the standings in our conference, it goes Ravens, Browns, us. And I'm like, how are we third in our conference when we have more conference victories? We've beaten the 2 people above us. And your Uncle Chet said, it doesn't matter. And I said, what? He said, they do only do total wins and losses now, conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, then what is even the point of having it? Like, if it doesn't matter what your conference play is, why even have it? Like,
Um,
why even have it? Like,
I
why even
guess you're
have it?
right, yeah. I think it determines like for I like an
For
eight
what?
and eight team can make it, but a 10-4 team wouldn't make it if the 8-8 team beat them both times in the same conference. Does that make sense?
We did.
No, no.
We beat an
I'm saying
11.
if I'm saying if I'm saying like if the Ravens weren't didn't clinch the first spot and we beat them twice, I don't think like we would boot them, depending on how it works.
Boot them out of what?
The
Not the playoffs.
if they weren't the number one, like if they were a French team, we would
Okay.
take the wild card spot. It's more for the
Well,
wild card
yeah,
teams.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. But I'm just saying for conference play, I feel like I always thought that, like, let's say there's 4 conferences, and usually there's a conference that's more dominant than the other ones. So it may have 3 teams that are like really good,
Mm-hmm.
and then you may have a team that's the whole conference is shitty. But if you're number
Which is
one,
what
what if you're number one in your conference though, you should be guaranteed a spot in the playoffs if you're number one in your conference because you won the games you were supposed to win. That's the whole point of having a conference.
yeah.
But now that doesn't matter. It's
I
just
think it's
total.
still like that. I
No, it's
don't
not, but it's total wins and losses. Because we literally beat a team, 2 teams that were better than us, and they were guaranteed spots, and we had to wait for an opening. So and they were in our conference. So if conference play mattered, we should have been in because we had already beaten them. Like even though the Ravens are like the number 1 seed, we
mm-hmm.
beat them twice. That should have got us something, and it got us nothing.
No, because it still counts as I know what you're saying, but since they are 12-4 and we are 10-7, even though we beat them twice, it doesn't add on the when you look at the four of them, we're not gonna be above the 12-14.
Yeah, but
I know.
our conference record is actually better than theirs. Is what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Okay, okay.
Do
You're
you
right.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like like you can go to the playoffs in like high school and college if your conference record is you can be 9-1 in your conference, but be 10-7. All you
Mm-hmm.
have to do is have a good conference record to go to the playoffs. Is what I'm saying. You don't have to have an
Yeah.
overall record, but now with the NFL, it's all overall. So then I'm like, then what is the point of having a conference if it doesn't matter? It's just to sell jerseys. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
as it used to matter, it doesn't matter now. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm wrong, hey, correct
Yeah,
me, please,
I don't
please.
know. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
but but yeah, because I was just like, because I was sitting there as I was watching the game, and I was like, wait, we already beat them. But hmm. But anyways, now if I think now if it would have been like you said, if they'd have both had bad records and it came down to like a tiebreaker, then yeah, us beating them matters.
Yeah.
But
I
But
think it's more
yeah.
for the wild card spots.
Okay. Okay. Well, in any case,
We'll
we're
see
going.
if we win a playoff game, that's the first time since like 2018
We
or
haven't won
whatever.
since 2018.
I whatever the last year we had AB and Le'Veon Bell, the Killer
Wow.
Bees. Ever since
Wow.
when we were in the AFC Championships, that was the last time we won a playoff
Damn.
game.
Who we lose to? The
The
Patriots.
Jaguars.
Oh, that's when they had Cam.
Oh wait, it was before the
No,
championships. My bad.
no, it wasn't Cam Hayward. Not Cam Hayward. Cam Newton. Who we
They
lose
that
to?
was Cam Newton was just the
He was
Panthers.
Carolina. He was Carolina.
The Jaguars. It was sorry, it was before the AFC Championships. Whatever that
Okay.
the divisional round, we lost to the
Yeah.
Jags, and then the Jaguars lost to the Patriots, and the Patriots went to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That's not.
I think that was 2017
Yeah.
for the 2020 for the 2017 year. I think
Mm,
that was that year.
wow.
So it's been a while since we won a playoff game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got to figure.
We've been to the playoffs since.
Yeah.
It's just first round exits.
Let's see what Mason Rudolph going to do. Kenny Pickett's like, oh, this is what this feels like. I knew they
Yeah.
weren't going to put him back in.
Oh no.
They've been winning with Mason. They're going to keep playing
Mm-hmm.
Mason. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
they are not going to
Now,
mess up. Mm-mm.
yeah, now we'll see what he does this
Yeah,
offseason.
yeah.
Because even last offseason, it was like a quarterback battle. Remember, they're like, who are they
Mm-hmm.
starting? Now it's like,
Mm-hmm.
so if they
And, and
especially win
yeah.
a
Mm,
playoff game, what do
mm,
you do?
yeah. I mean, I heard a rumor they're trying to get Russell Wilson.
That's what I was hearing too. I don't
He
know.
is not coming. He'll be like, nope, I ain't coming to Pittsburgh.
No, we don't want him. Like,
Oh, and I'll obviously go out and meet Sierra. That would just cause all kind of problems in my household.
yeah, that's
But I'd be like, Bud, I gotta go do this. I'll be back.
then you ain't never been to a Steeler game in your life.
I'd be like, I was gonna holler at
Be like,
Sierra
I
real
got season
quick.
tickets.
It'd be me and Sergi. I'd be like, Sergi's been wanting to talk to her for a long time. I'd be like, I remember the first time he saw the rad video, and he said, "Who is that?" And I said, "That is Sierra, my friend." Yep. And yeah. So yeah, he don't want to come here. He don't want that smoke.
You don't want the smoke.
Hey, I'm just saying. Just looking out for the man.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, your sister gave me a book to read. I think you've read it. She said this is the family's next Daisy Jones and the Six. It's called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
I did read it. I did.
Yeah, she said you liked it.
I liked it. I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not love it.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Did not love it.
Well,
It was enjoyable though.
I'm gonna read it. You know, she specifically brought it down for me today, so I'm gonna read it. Get me back on my reading grind. Um, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'm taking a week off from One Piece because when I got the flu, I watched 30 episodes of One Piece. Yeah, I'm on episode like 309 or something
Wow.
like that. Yeah, and I think when last we recorded, I was on episode 271.
Yeah.
So I need a little break. You ever do something like you ever play a video game so much that you have
Yeah.
do you like dream about it? Like
Yeah.
it's like literally in your head. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
very vivid One Piece dream, and I'm like, yep, time for a break. Like between being on like sick cold medicine and having fever
Yeah. You
dreams
all.
about One
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is too much. I'm done.
You're like,
So
I'm
yeah,
the pirate king.
yeah, I'm gonna be a pirate made out of rubber. So it's time for a break. Time for a little break. So starting to see some things. So yeah, I took a
Yeah.
little break.
I don't know what show I should. Oh, I guess I'll pick up again on Reservoir Dogs. I'll finish that out
Yeah,
before
reservation
I
dogs. Yeah,
Reservation Dogs. Yeah, before
yeah.
I start something new.
Well, your mother and I started Jack Reacher season 2. It's
Yeah.
good. It's good. You
Jack
know,
Reacher.
yeah, it's good. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a show that's easy to binge though. You know, it's not. It's a full hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. So but it's been really enjoyable. I told you the thing with One Piece. Well, you witnessed it while you were home. Like how like it's a 26 minute episode. They do a 6 minute recap. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So the episode basically ends up being 15
Plus your
minutes.
opening and your
Your
ending.
opening, yeah. Then there's a
Yeah.
recap, and then it says a 15-minute episode, and
Mm-hmm.
that does not. That's not from like the whole thing though, which is weird. It started in the 100s that started happening, but then it's like once that happens, oh my gosh, you just fly through episodes,
Mm-hmm.
because you're only getting 15 minutes. It's like, oh yeah, I can watch 4 of these in an hour,
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Um, oh, and if I didn't say so last week, it's great having you home.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great seeing you.
It was
It's just,
great being back.
yeah,
I do
yeah,
miss it.
yeah.
I
I tell
do miss
everybody
it.
it's crazy because it's like you're gone, but since I see you on here, it doesn't feel like you're so far away.
Yeah.
And I always go through the same shit. Like I dropped you off and I was in a bad mood like the rest of the day. And like I dropped your sister off today back at college and I was kind of shitty. Like, and I'm like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, I guess back to normal. Then I'm like, what is normal? What is
Yeah,
normal?
you're just like,
Like
what is
it's like
this?
it's yeah,
Is
I'm
this
like,
my life? Is this my life now? Like
yeah.
what?
And then hey, Kane, Kane, our dog, for those you don't know, we have a Min Pin Chihuahua mix named Kane, and he's your mama's baby. And
Mm-hmm.
he had his yearly. I'm just gonna act real fucked up so she
I
take me.
heard. What happened?
Nothing, nothing. He's
What,
upstairs now watching TV.
what was he
Nothing.
acting like? Because they should
He,
text me.
buddy, Kane. He came. Your mom came home last night, and he jumped off the couch, and I think he jumped too hard and he landed funny,
Mm-hmm.
and he hurt his leg. It's all he did. But this is at 10 o'clock at night. By
Mm-hmm.
11:30, it's already like, I don't know what's wrong with him, babe. And I'm just like, I don't know either, babe. I think he may have jammed his leg up when he was
Yeah.
jumping on you, but I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. He's just acting weird. So then goes from that to, you know, 3 in the morning. I hear her outside. I'm like, what is happening? Like, he was outside. He was just like running in circles backwards. I'm like, what are you talking about right now? Just so I'm looking at him because I'm more of like an observer report. Like, let me look
Mm-hmm.
at him. And I'm like, yeah, something's wrong with his hip. I'm like, he's favoring his one side. He won't put pressure on that leg. He probably jammed up his hip when he either jumped down or when he jumped up and
Mm-hmm.
landed. I'm like, we should probably give it a day, see how he does. If it doesn't get better, we'll take him to the vet. This is my thoughts. But your mother's thoughts are what? I don't know. I just something's wrong. And I go, do you want to take him to med vet? Do you think we should? I go, do you want to? Because I'm like, I can't say no. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I'm like, if it'll ease her mind. And I knew it was going to happen. So we take him to vet, and he's in the he tries to bite her because he's an asshole. He don't want you touching him because his
Yeah.
leg hurts. So she's negotiating with him. Okay, I'm gonna put this blanket around you. I'm just like, this fucking dog. Like this, I'm just sitting there like, this
Mm-hmm.
fucking dog, man. So she wraps him up and she carries him out, and I'm driving. So he gets out of the blanket, wants to sit in my lap. Well, stand in my lap.
Mm.
And I'm immediately like, we should just get out the car right now. like,
Yeah.
like he's trying to look out the window. I'm like, just like, so she's, come on, Kane, you need to come over here. That's not daddy's driving for a reason. So he comes over and stands in her lap, and we take him. And because it's an emergency vet, it's like, is he dying? Nope, sit over
No.
there.
Yeah.
So we get there, and there's this dude with like it looks like a Cane Corso, but it was or Cane Corso, but it was Brendel, big dog, back leg obviously dislocated, right?
Yeah.
But I said to your mother, that dog was standing there like his leg dislocates all the time. Like he was older, probably has
Yeah.
hip dysplasia, and was
Ooh.
just like just basically just like chilling, like this
Yeah.
sucks. And the owner was like, I've been here since 6:30 this morning, 6 o'clock this morning, but
Yeah.
it was 11. He was like, they told me the doctor would be in at 7:30. We have yet to go back. And because it's by like urgency.
And just, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, babe, I said, we're sitting here. This guy's been sitting here. I was like, and I keep hearing them take phone calls, and they keep saying there's a 6 to 8 hour wait. Like for anyone who's calling to bring a dog in, there's a 6 to 8 hour wait.
That's long.
And so
It's very long.
your mom's sitting there and she's petting Kane, and I've got my eyes closed. And finally she's just like, babe, I found this medicine. online. And I was like, "Oh, you want to give it to him?" And she was like, "Yeah, I think I'll just try that, and I'll call the vet tomorrow." I was like, "His actual vet?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We'll just observe him for the day, and if he's not any better, we'll take him to the vet." I said, "I think he just needs to rest." And
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, he's fine now. He's fine. He's
I'm
Kane.
glad he's okay.
I'm glad he's okay too. And it's
Bounce
like
back.
it was me and your moms were talking about it. It's just crazy how like your dogs, your animals, your pets, how they pull on your heartstrings and you know. But on the same note, it's just like I didn't go to the doctor when I was sick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just like was like I'm sick. Let me just suck it up, and if it gets bad, then I'll go. And it got bad, but I
Yeah.
still didn't go. But Kane, it was like, I was like, this is the second time we've had Kane and Met Vet. You know that, right? For
Yeah, I
nothing.
know. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because when it's Kane, your mom was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
man, my baby, my baby."
Yeah.
Kane just looks at her like, "Yeah, yeah, buddy, your mom got the heating pad. She wrapped
Oh
him up.
my
It
gosh.
was. I mean, no, but if you'd have seen the level of pampering that this dog had today, I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, I said, this is. She got the heating pad out,
That's
like
funny.
laid it out for him. Then she just put it on him. Was like holding it on him, so he was like, "You
Mm-hmm.
feel that, Kane?" Kane just stood there too, like a G, just stood there, like looked at her. Like, I see you, girl. I was just like, this is ridiculous. I was it's just no listeners, people, you just will never understand until you experience Kane.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
for real.
Like
Yeah, for real.
there are levels to how spoiled an animal can be, and when I tell you that dog does not know he's a dog, it's like he does not know he's a dog. He just thinks like, oh, this is for me.
Yeah,
Everything that goes on in this house is for me. But anyways, that was that. So yeah, I think that's all I got. We got some snow up here. You just missed it.
I heard. I've
Yeah.
seen videos and stuff. Yeah,
So yeah,
good bit.
a little bit. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
It made me smile, and I was like, okay, that's enough. But
yeah. It's just been
yeah,
really windy here. So
yeah.
it's been chilly. Yeah, like really windy.
Hmm.
Like stuff
Wow.
flying everywhere. And
Yeah. Hey, I haven't. Did you guys do a tree or anything at your place?
no,
Really?
no, yeah, no. Last thing I had,
Oh, last
because
thing.
I just saw tonight is the Golden Globes. So
Wait, what?
tonight, and they're actually airing it.
Wait, they're tonight.
Yes, I literally
Oh,
saw it. I like as we were like in
yeah,
our intermission, I like looked at my
yeah.
phone and it was like Golden Globes.
How do we miss that?
I don't know.
Man, we're slipping. It's the flu. The flu
It's
had us all
the
fucked up.
flu. Yeah, so they are. I always forgot they're the first Sunday, yeah, of every year.
Damn. We gotta do some predictions real quick.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
um, Ryan Gosling beats Jeffrey Wright for Best Actor in a musical or comedy. Um,
Jeffrey
Oppenheimer,
Wright. Who's Jeffrey Wright?
Jeffrey Wright, the black dude for American Fiction.
Oh yeah, he's gonna beat him. No one thought he was gonna win.
But Jeffrey Wright's due to win something because he's that good.
No, he's not winning against the biggest hit of the year.
All right, you know what? I take it back then. Jeffrey Wright over Ryan Gosling
Okay,
for the
yeah,
win.
that's an upset. That's an
Yeah,
upset.
I take it back.
No, but the tricky
Oh,
thing is, no, the tricky thing is, wait, they're not even in the same category, Dad.
they're musical or comedy, right?
No, best male actor supporting. It's all together.
Oh,
So
Ryan
you have
Gosling.
Willem Dafoe and Poor Things, Robert De Niro, Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, Charles Melton, Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things.
I don't even want to touch that. I don't
That's the
even want to
probably the
touch that.
toughest year,
That is the toughest.
toughest
Ew,
category, I mean,
ew,
of
ew.
the year. I think that's honestly the toughest category of the year.
Mm. I don't know, bud. I
We'll
don't know.
say our predictions, but what we want.
Um, they're not giving it to De Niro. I don't care.
They're not, no.
RDJ has earned his stripes, so I think it'll be RDJ.
I think
But
it'll be him.
but
I
him,
want him, but I would want Ryan Gosling.
yeah, it'd be great to see Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling win. But this might be like the okay, we finally accepted you to the party.
No,
Like,
he's
no,
won
he's won.
before.
He's
He's won
won before.
before.
Oh, then shit, he could win. Nope,
Yeah.
he's not winning for Barbie. If he wins for Barbie, then you should be able to win for an MCU movie. I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm just saying. That's all I'm
Uh,
saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
What? There are MCU movies like Logan. That's not MCU, but you know what I'm saying.
It's not MCU. I do get what you're saying, but
All right, what else? Real
other
quick.
tough ones. What do you think's gonna win Best Motion Picture Drama? You have Anatomy of the Fall, Killers of the
Oppen,
Flower Moon, oh,
Oppenheimer.
okay. That's
Oppen.
probably is. That probably is.
Maestro is not winning because
No.
everybody knows Bradley Cooper is thirsty.
Yeah.
If he was smart, he would actually take a step back from directing himself for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you think's gonna win for musical comedy? Let me say them all. Air, American Fiction, Barbie, The Holdovers, May December, Poor Things.
Air. No, I'm joking.
How's
I'm
what?
joking.
How is that even
I was so
nominated?
surprised not seeing it. I was like, I've seen that
Yeah,
movie. I was like, it's nominated for something. I've seen that movie.
yeah.
Um, The Holdovers.
You
Or
think The
I haven't
Holdovers
I haven't seen American
bad?
Fiction.
I'm thinking Poor Things. You gotta think in terms of what is getting all the hype. Who's talking about
We just
America?
started talking about Poor Things last week,
Yeah, but it's been
and no
getting
one's seen it. No one even knows
no,
what it's about. No one
thinking
even knows
about
what.
the voters. This isn't the regular people voting. This is the sport.
Oh, this is well, they've seen it. Okay. Um,
It's either Barbie or Poor Things.
American Fiction.
All right,
Do you think Barbie's going to win just because it was a phenomenon? Is that what you're saying?
I do. If it's not Barbie, no, I want Barbie to win. I think it's gonna be Poor Things.
Hmm.
And I forgot, this is also the year they added cinematic and box office achievement, that
Oh,
category. So for
oh,
that, it is.
Avatar.
So this changes my prediction for if Barbie will win because for this, remember it had to gross over 200 mil to be nominated. It's Barbie, Guardians 3, John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, Across the Spider-Verse, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. I'm guessing
Right.
it's gonna be Barbie, and Barbie won't win for musical or
Mhm.
comedy.
Yeah, it'd be Barbie for that.
Hmm.
That's kind of like an empty victory, though. That's a hollow
Yeah,
victory.
yeah, that's kind of like they made
Yeah.
that category for people to
Yeah.
like know the
Be
movies
like,
they're
look, Guardians
nominating.
won. They'd be like,
Yeah,
Guardians won.
yeah, and people are, wait, what? And then get more viewers.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's about.
Damn.
I
Do
mean, yeah.
you remember? You don't remember because you weren't born yet. But when Cuba Gooding Jr. won, have you ever seen his acceptance speech for when he won for Best Supporting Actor for Jerry Maguire?
Mm-hmm.
I watched
I've
that
seen it.
live.
Yeah,
I watched that live. It was pretty dope.
yeah.
It was pretty dope. Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
good moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Bear wins for best show, comedy
Oh
show,
yeah.
and
Oh
all
yeah.
and literally like every actor on that show was nominated. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're gonna have a good night.
So wait, so this will be the year where Jamie Lee Curtis can win? This one?
Uh, hold on, let me see. I don't know if they do that. They don't have that.
Oh,
That's the Emmys.
that's Emmys, yeah.
Yeah, when they have like guests, like
Hmm.
best guest role. Yeah, Golden Globes just has supporting and main. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens
We
tonight.
shall. We shall. Guess I better take some notes when I wake up.
Yeah,
Yeah. Man. Hmm. All right.
that's all I have.
That's all I think I have, but I'm sure I'll remember something once I get off the thing.
Yeah,
But
me too.
that's about it. It was good. I didn't know. Hey, but I know we have this much. That flu was a mother.
Yeah, me neither.
That flu like stole my life. I was like, man. So
It's a time warp.
yeah, it was. It's the gaslight era. What was it?
Hmm.
The gas leak year? That's what it
Yeah, the
felt like.
gas leak year. Yeah.
I know what day it was. They're like, you want to work Saturday? I was like, I don't even know what day it is. Sure, I'll work Saturday.
Hmm.
I really didn't. I was like, I don't fucking know. So yeah. But I was so sick. I didn't order pizza this weekend. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, that's real.
you're borderline dying,
I ain't had pizza in like 2 weeks, but it's
man.
crazy.
Yeah,
Your mom said I was looking pretty lean today, but I thought because I ain't had pizza in 2 weeks, you know. But
man, that
you know,
seems to add up.
yeah, I mean, strange.
Yeah,
I make some healthy choices.
I
My
make
belly,
I get healthy outcome.
yeah, my belly goes down. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't understand. There must be a connection somewhere. Anyways, yeah, yeah,
Only
um,
one way to find out.
yeah.
Now
I'll
you
eat some.
gotta eat pizza.
Eat some pizza. I'm like, oh, yep. I'm bloated again. My knees hurt. Everything's achy. Yep. Must be the
Yep,
pizza. But damn, it tastes so good.
tastes so good.
Your
That
sister
Penn
said,
Street pizza.
hey, your sister said, Dad, it's been proven that gluten is bad for you. And I said, and it's been proven that gluten is delicious. I was like, so I was like, so what are you
What's your
saying?
point?
What are you saying?
Am
Like,
I gonna
I'm
stop?
like, yeah, I'm like, you telling me not eating gluten is good for me. I know. I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me something I don't know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
geez, your sister. Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
said,
know.
I said, "Mhm." And I also know that it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
If you add gluten to anything, it's suddenly better. It suddenly tastes so
You're
much
right.
better.
It's that
Yeah.
gluten free. You're like, oh,
You're like,
you automatically think, man,
oh,
the original tastes better.
yeah. There's nothing in the world that says gluten free that you think is going to think yeah. It
Mm-hmm.
can be something that there's no way they can have gluten. And if
Mm-hmm.
it says
Yeah.
gluten free, you're like,
Yeah.
They can say
Mm-hmm.
gluten free ice cream. You're like, oh, gluten free
Mm-hmm.
ice cream. There's no gluten in it. You're like, oh, gluten free ice cream. Who
Mm-hmm.
wants that? You're like, well, considering all ice cream is gluten free. But
Yeah. That would be a good social experiment.
yeah, it's gluten free. They'll be like, can I get it with the gluten? Like,
Yeah.
sure,
Give them
sure.
the same exact ice
Yeah, they're
cream.
like,
It's either,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, this one, this
yeah.
one.
It's so much better, so much
Mm-hmm.
better. I mean, I hate to say it, but the gluten just makes it better. It just tastes better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. I'll come out with a cologne for blue collar men. It'll be called gluten. Gluten. It'll make you smell like a loaf of bread. Women will be like, oh
Ew.
God. Hey, fresh baked cookies. You never saw that movie, Michael? I think Roman Polanski directed it. Wow. And John Travolta's in it, and he plays an angel living in
It
Earth on
sounds like
Earth.
a great movie.
It's you know who loved it? My friend Tom. He loved that movie. But women would be around him and Michael, as in like the angel Michael and
Yeah.
the archangel Michael, and they'd always be like, he smells like, and it was always like, he smells like fresh baked cookies, or like he smells like fresh baked bread.
Mm,
He always smelled like something. They were just like,
something
oh
delightful.
yeah, always. And he would always say shit like, I invented that. Like they say something like they were like pie. He's like, I invented pie. And they were like, you invented pie. He's like, yeah. He said they had.
Interesting.
It's actually a decent movie. It's a
Okay,
decent.
we're
Yeah.
going off the
We're
rail.
off the rails. We're off the rails. Sorry, people. If you want
Michael,
to watch,
I'm looking it up now.
I think it's Roman Polanski. So
It
if
has
you
a
want to watch,
5.7 on
all right.
IMDb.
Well, but it's from the '90s. It's from
And
the
a
'90s.
38 on Metacritic
It's
score.
from the '90s, and it stars John
It has John
Travolta,
Travolta with a mullet
Willem
as the
Hurt,
poster.
William Hurt.
This is the poster, Dad.
Yeah. But I remember Michael.
Oh.
Tom loved that movie. Have you seen Michael? He's an angel. Yeah.
Mm.
This lady's like he won't leave. He's living with this old lady, and he just like won't leave her house, and she's just like so agitated.
Mm.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It's not like a must watch, but if you're bored on a Sunday,
Yeah, I don't know where that falls on my list, but
I say on like a Sunday when you ain't got shit to do. That's all.
okay.
Not everything has to be heavy, but hey, it's been good, bud. Until next time.
Until next time. And in the meantime, yeah, folks at home, watch Michael.
Yeah, you guys watch Michael. Um, let us know what you think.
Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, until next time, he's Son.
and he's Pops.
And thanks for listening. And be kind to each other, people. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Get your flu shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, peace.